Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, all around the world. I'm in Zihuatanejo, okay, which is about 15 minutes from Ixtapa, and that's where the Ixtapa Zihuatanejo World Healing and Training Center is. And right now I'm coming down here to get fruits, veggies, juices. We have a family of 6 coming, and they're coming for a retreat where they're going to learn how to do the perfect day. The whole family, the whole 6. Okay, we got 2 adults, right? The parents, and then we've got 4 children, and they're not children, they're teenagers. And they're all coming to learn Wolf Non-Surgical because guess what? Until you become your own practitioner, do you hear that crow? Okay, not crow, but rooster. Look at this. I'm right down in the heart of Zihuatanejo. Can you hear it? I think he's over there somewhere. I mean, you know, people will have chickens and roosters right in their backyard. Even downtown here, they will have those because they get fresh. You hear him? He's just right there on the other side of the wall. Anyways, like I said, I'm on my way down. If you want to go for a walk with me, take a look at this. Yeah, see the corn? Fresh corn? There's more food than you can shake a stick at here in Mexico because everybody's growing food, right? And I will be as well. I just I got a place, a really beautiful home and property where I'll be creating a food forest abundance. I'm gonna show it to you. I will take you there. We're gonna be creating a food forest abundance. I'm gonna get 2 beehives. I'm gonna have my own chickens. For laying eggs, because eggs are amazing. They truly are. Don't anybody tell you they're not. And it's definitely the way to go. Here, look at this, okay? So we can just walk along the street here. I'm headed to the market. It'll take me a while to get there. I just dropped my Jeep off to have it cleaned, okay? But we can find, and I do want to say this, maybe hundreds or maybe even a few thousand of these everywhere, okay? So everybody has fresh fruit, every little tienda. Okay, look at this. I'm serious. I'll just keep on showing it to you. Okay, and everybody cares a little bit different stuff. And the reality is, guess what? This is all organic. And you're not going to have certified organic here because it's all just organic. They don't know what pesticides, herbicides are here in Mexico. They don't have them. They don't have them. Do you get this? I mean, I'm not telling you that they don't import some things, but all of this stuff is organic, guys. I'm serious, all right? And the price you're going to pay is 25% of what you pay where you live. And I'm telling you, 25%. And if you're smart, you'll be paying 20% if you go right to the farmer. I just want to show you. Okay, here's fresh eggs. Okay, look at this. All these chili peppers. Okay, all right. What do you think? Now, you know, I don't know about these apples, okay? I'd have to find out where they came from. They're imported. The grapes you got to watch out for, okay? They're imported, but definitely not the cantaloupe. I've got cantaloupe growing right on the other side of the wall. I live in the middle of a jungle, okay? I promise you I'm going to show you the property that I have a long-term lease in. I mean a long-term lease. I mean, I'm taking out a 10-year lease on this property because I got to tell you about this property, okay? It's just amazing, okay? So the property has a really nice pool on it. I'm going to put solar on it to cut down the electrical bill because the electricity here in Ixtapa is probably one of the most in Mexico. That's the only burden I have, but I'm going to put solar there for my electrical bill. But this is a double lot, so I am building a food forest abundance with Jim Gale. I'll have my 2 beehives, and the bees will be feeding off. It's called mango honey, and then I'll have the chickens, and then in the back we're going to be growing all our greens are going to be grown in the back. I've got a space that's about 18 feet by about 30, 40. No, it's at least 40 feet, and then we're going to do boxes for that. And then we'll have the food forest abundance in front of the house. And then this is all walled in. We got a really beautiful pool. Actually, somebody started building a pickleball court on this property, and I'm going to finish it. So, so I can play pickleball and then jump in the water. But anyways, I'm on my way down to the market because we have a family of 6 coming. And that family, like I said, they're all coming to learn the perfect day on emotional, mental, physical level. And boy, I'm going to tell you something. It's like this, guys. About 5% of the population is actually our clientele. 95% of the population is not our clientele because people have to wake up to the fact that getting treated is mistreating, okay? You know what? You're only good to the next treatment, right? Anyways, if you're not training yourself how to become your own practitioner, and I don't mind, I'm up for the challenge. I will tell you this much. We do have the most powerful body work in the world, and anybody can learn it. How do they do this? I mean, this is chicken. It's going to sit out here all day, and then you're worried that you're going to get poisoned from chicken, okay? All right, in Canada. I mean, you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you something right now. Everything is a belief system, and I'm not telling you to go eat chicken that's out in the hot sun. I didn't say that, okay? But just remember something. It's everywhere. Okay, now we got another really beautiful, look at this, another beautiful garden, right? I mean, there's a garden everywhere, guys. I'm not even at the Mercado yet. Oh, look at this. Okay, I mean, there's everything you want grows in Mexico. Forget California and the food basket. They poison that so much down here, they can't afford it, so they don't buy pesticides, herbicides. I'm not sure where. Is the Mercado that way? Thank you. Anyway, so I'm on it. I'm on my way there. So I go to the Mercado. Oh yeah, see here? Look at this. I mean, this guy croaked maybe yesterday, okay? All right? So take a look over here. So, you don't have a store and you just want to get started. Now, do you understand that every one of these people, that's their little tienda, that's theirs. I mean, this is where they make their living, right here. Okay? And then they get to know the people. Whether it's a gringo like me or it's somebody that lives here. Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, seriously, do you really think that we're ever going to starve here? Are you like crazy? You know what? The whole I'm going to starve you out. Good luck with that. Hey, Bill, no luck coming down here, dude. All right? You can do whatever you want because people here have always known they've had to provide for themselves. Because whether you believe this or not, most of these people live day by day. And they don't fear like us. We can have thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, and we just can't have enough, okay? And that's too bad. That's so sad, all right? I mean, I live in the present moment, and I own it, and that's what we teach. So this family's going to learn how to do a perfect day diet, how to actually create mental gymnastics. Here we go with the chicken thing. How to create mental gymnastics, okay? That's what they're going to do. No longer will this family, okay, attack each other or push each other's pain buttons when they're done with us. And they're coming for 10 days. So they're coming to learn the Wolf Non-Surgical from the nose to the toes. They will know how to fix their joint, muscle, organ problems better than the practitioners they go to. And you can think I'm arrogant, but I don't really care. I'm here for the people, the 5% that are saying, I've had enough. And whether you believe this or not, and I'm telling you the truth, okay? The more that somebody goes to a government-approved training, whether it's natural health, the more screwed up they are. And that's it. Now, you know what? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, J.P. Morgan, they're all the same family, whether you believe it or not. If you want to go back thousands of years, like 100,000 years, you'll find out they're all the same family. They all moved to different countries, changed their names, and now they're gaming us, okay? And that's why they're thinning the herd. And, they've always been thinning the herd, but now they said, you know what? We've got enough built. There's enough people here. Let's really thin out the herd, okay? I'm just wondering if I'm going the right way here. Mercado? Mercado? Gosh, thank you. Okay, so you can see. I mean, you know what? And most of the stuff, oh, look at this. See, these girls are smiling. Hi, ladies. How are you? Good. I know you are. You're real fine. Okay. So, Yeah. The problem is guess what? It'll be so easy in North America to thin the herd, but not down here in Mexico, okay? They don't buy into hardly anything. You gotta remember something, guys. We don't have chemtrails here. Did you get that? We don't have 5G here. Did you get that? We don't have pesticides, herbicides, and genocide going down. But I will tell you this much. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, everybody's got their thing going on, don't they? Okay, so yeah, no genocide, no herbicide down here. You know, no pesticide. Okay, I mean, guys, I can just walk I can walk all day if you want. Really? Okay. I mean, let me show you something. Oh yeah, that's not fresh. No, none of this is fresh, is it? No, right. Look at the colors. Okay. And look at the colors of this food, and then understand with the colors comes the taste. You understand? And when something's picked, okay, remember something. Remember that it's all about electricity. So understand the light that's captured. So as soon as something's picked, that's when it has the most light in it and the most life force. My God, kids can go party and they can wear themselves right out. And the next morning, they're just up and going and, yeah, I got this, okay? And you know what? And I'm going to tell you something. And that's all about electricity and rebounding back. Well, as soon as we pick this, fresh fruit, vegetables, whatever the case, okay? As soon as we do that, now I don't know where I am. Here, I'll go this way, okay? All right? As soon as we pick it, the more light it has in it, the more life it gives to you, because you are a light energy, electromagnetic being. Are you getting this? So this is why it's so important that you vibrate with what you love. You don't go to what you don't love, like here. Like, I mean, if you love this stuff, okay, then you've got an entity in you. And I swear to God, you know, all belief systems, okay, the more you feed them, the bigger it gets, okay, until they eat you up if they're negative, okay, and understand that. You know, I don't mind talking the truth, and I'm not scared at all. You need to understand that. I would rather live one day standing in my Braveheart power, okay, and I would rather talk my own language, authenticity, and love myself than hang out with the herd. I don't need anybody's approval to love me. I don't take anything personal when somebody says, you know what, I don't like him. Well, of course you don't. If my beliefs don't match yours, you're not going to like me. I get it. I get it. That's the truth. Okay, I'm going to drop my containers off here to get some juice. Here's where everybody comes for breakfast. All right? How would you like a breakfast for about $1.50? All you can eat, okay? All right? All right, let's keep going. So anyways, just know this, that they've decided it's time to thin the herd with flour, sugar, additives, chemicals. Oh, they're here too. But I'm going to tell you, nowhere in the world will you ever be able to be as healthy as you can be down in Mexico. How you doing, my friend? 2 thumbs up? Sure, talk to them. Talk to them. Spanish. Talk Spanish. Have a beautiful day. Yeah. Thank you. Okay? All you got to do is smile. Did you know that? That is your weapon. Your weapon is a slight smile all day and loving everyone. Don't make judgment, okay? Don't make judgment of their color, their size, their religion, their ethnic group, whatever the case may be. Don't, and mind your own business. That's what we do. Okay, here we go. All right, 1 second. Hola. I'll leave it here, okay? Gracias. I come back in what? 20 minutes? 20 minutes? Okay. Yeah. Can you put a little bit of ice in? Gracias. Oh, yes. Fill right to the top. It might be about 3.5 quarts. Okay? All right. Let's go for a walk. Let me see. Which way should I go? We'll go this way. Okay? All right. So the reality is this, guys, okay? The reality is this, is that your personality is your reality. If you believe all the BS that they're giving you, the end of the world scenario, you can forget it. And the world's going to change. And if you're not going to embrace change, you're in big trouble. Oh, I hate change. I hate change. Oh, really? Really? You hate change? We'll see how that works for you. Let me see here. Where am I going? We'll go down. Oh, well, let's go over here. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. So just so you know, just as 80 to 90% of the population in North America is now overweight, so is everybody here. And you want to know why? Okay, now remember something. You're either making a conscious choice or you're making a subconscious one. And understand something, all these families I told you about, like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and JP Morgan, you know, they fight amongst each other. But the reality is this, is that they're all fighting for power, okay? You know, the love of power, where guess what? If you want to rise above it all, then you're going to go to the power of love, right? Let's take a look over here, okay? So she has this little square here, and that's how she does it. This lady here just has this little thing right here. So what do you think? They call it a modest living. Well, I don't really know what that even means, you know. The reality is that your imagination is the seed of your creation. And I don't know if you follow me or not, but I take a risk. And anything new is a risk, but understand something. If it excites me, okay, and it kind of, scares me a little bit, I'm in for it. If it scares me a lot and my gut goes, no, Daryl, don't do it, but my head says do it, you have to understand, I'll be 67 and I still have belief systems that work against me. Because for generation after generation, since the beginning of time, these families have controlled the world. And I believe that they'll always be in control of the world, but people are saying, oh no, there's a evolution coming. And listen, I want to be wrong, but the reality is do you mind if I don't wait for the evolution? Okay, do you mind if I don't wait for the evolution? Because it's not coming. That's a bunch of BS. The evolution is the revolution inside yourself, not going to war with yourself, but understanding that your subconscious creates your reality, okay, which creates your personality, which is creating everything that you think, drink, eat, and do, okay? So you need to really get that, all right? And I got to tell you right now, okay, you know, when I was here, I came here now, I've been here for 2.5 years. So for a year and a half, I run the Extapa Palace World Healing and Training Center. And I'm going to tell you, we had 100 to 200 people coming down. And yeah, that really got to stretch my brain. We had people who are coming down that had sugar addiction, flour addiction, pharmaceutical addiction, alcohol addiction, okay, pot addiction, cocaine addiction. And but I will tell you, the majority of them, when they came down here, didn't have the fortitude, okay, to actually even make a better choice down here. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm trying to tell you something. Just like this family is coming, you know, they've got 4 children and 2 adults. They're going to be with us, okay, in training for approximately 6 hours a day, okay, and they're going to be here, okay, for 10 days, and they're all going to learn and be the most powerful practitioners. I said the most powerful. Within 200 kilometers, miles around their house, they'll be more powerful than the professionals that went away to a college or a university. And you know what? I don't mind being challenged on this. I'm just trying to tell you something. And please, I know it's Saturday, but the BS that stinks, I'm saying that that's how much BS is out there. You know, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I will have one person from any of my courses, New World Practitioner courses, the Whole Life Coach, which is 8 days. It's all about emotional, nutritional, and physical. The Wolf Non-Surgical, it's all about learning the most powerful technique. Okay, we can have a person give up their cane in the first treatment. I never said everybody. A person that can't walk down the stairs or up the stairs, but they can after they leave. Okay, we can have a person with a fibroid the size of an orange leave with it 30 to 40% smaller. And also, we can teach them how and they actually created it. You do know that cancer saves your life. You do know that that tumor was a storage shed for the dysfunctional, emotional, and physical abuse that you caused yourself on a subconscious level and didn't even know it. I am not a cow, and I am not a turkey. Okay, so they fatten up the turkeys for Thanksgiving. And guess what? And this is all about fatten them up here emotionally with dysfunctional beliefs. So we kick it off with Halloween, okay, which is a sugar celebration for our kids. Then we go to what we would call a buffet that'll kill us. That's Thanksgiving. And then what do? Then we have Christmas. We do the same thing over again, but we have the emotional sugar going on because of the people that come home to visit that we call family, that we go to war with. And then we have New Year's, where we have the alcohol celebration. And now we've got all kinds of people talking about their lung problems, their heart problems, the flu problems. It's all just BS. So the place I just dropped my juice off, and you know what? I don't have poverty consciousness, okay? Because guess what? We just built a retreat center, and it's a 5-star retreat center. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you come to us to be trained, I'll show you this afternoon the retreat center. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna. We've got people staying in it right now, so I'm just gonna show you a little bit around it because I have to go there and do some things. But I'm just going to show you a little bit of, and I'm going to tell you, if you come to do a retreat, whether it's an advanced water fast or it's a juice fast, see, this is where I used to come to, right? Okay, all right. But their carrots, I don't think were as fresh. The other place is busier, and they charge me 80 pesos for a liter. They charge me 70 pesos. So if you know what that is, that's like a $3.50. All right, around there. For $3.50 for a liter, and I just went and got 3.5 liters, and I get it fresh. Okay, so when the family comes, we will be juicing right at the place. So they'll get all their juices fresh because we have someone that comes in every day if they want and clean the place. They have a beautiful pool in the back. They've got all the energy medicine. They've got electric bikes. They're on the electric bikes. You're 5 minutes from the beach. You're 5 minutes from shopping and bopping in Ixtapa. There's bike trails all the way from Ixtapa to here, which is a 15-minute drive. Beautiful bike trails, and it's so safe here. You know, I'm going to tell you something. How does it feel to be lied to? You know, I talk to a lot of American family and friends, and a lot of them don't even have passports. You know, because you know, America, United States, we're the greatest country in the world. Well, actually, I don't really believe that. I believe that I'm in the greatest country in the world, and it's not a third world country. It's a first-class living. So this is Mexico's a third world country. Oh, really? 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 Did you ever take a look at your streets? Did you ever take a look at the homeless? There's no homeless here. There's nobody starving here. I'm telling you, there's nobody starving here. So, you know, you believe in whatever story you want to believe in. That's what I would say you should do. Okay? But the reality is from the very beginning of time, they were poisoning us. But you got to understand something. These families, I did a one-a-day the other day, and it was called Rock Your World, and it was the Rockefeller Report. I'm going to do that once a month, but if you want to go watch it, I have a master class called I'm Going to Rock Your World with David D. Rockefeller, and go in and watch it. It's only 15-20 minutes, and you'll find out why you are where you are. And the reality is that all of these major, powerful families, they're all related. They're related by blood, and they just have different names. Man, I'll tell you, you should really go watch it. Please go watch it, and then go watch Medical Mafia, and then you'll get it all in a nutshell. And then go watch the emotional chemistry of cancer, disease, and healing, the biggest research ever done on cancer. And it took me about 1.5 years to actually do this masterclass. And I've got like 14 masterclasses in the Doc of Detox library. So you can go docofdetoxlibrary.com or just go to my website. This is all free. It's free to you. But will you take the time? Will you do Netflix? Or will you do this? Do you believe that you're worth it? Or will you do this? And this here, come on, guys. I mean, this here is this is Sugar's cousin. And understand something. If I show you and walk anywhere, you're just going to find overweight people everywhere. And I'm going to tell you this: you could go to the beaches in 1970 and only find 10% of the population even overweight. And obesity back in 1970 was 10 pounds overweight. Obesity now is actually 40 pounds overweight, to make us all feel uncomfortable in our uncomfortable, brainwashed, subconscious belief systems, and that's how they're winning. And they'll never win with me. They'll never win with the people that come to me. Okay, so we have a husband and a wife flying here, and they're coming from New Zealand, and she's got a breast tumor, and we'll be working with her and him because he's got a heart problem, and that's usually the way it goes. Women breast tumor, men have heart problems, and they also, if you didn't notice, with men, because they can't let their SHIT go on an emotional level. One of the fastest growing cancers with men is actually colon and rectal cancer. Okay, all right? Now this guy, he just wants to be fun to be with. How are you?
Oh, bien, my friend.
Beautiful. Fantastic. How could I be anything else here?
Órale, para que vean que hasta los extranjeros reconocen, ¿no? Como algunos carniceros.
So think whatever you want, but guess what? What a beautiful man. Did you hear what I just said? What a beautiful man. I mean, he made me smile. Okay? And he's making people smile. And he goes, you know what? Maybe I've got a walker here, and he doesn't know how to get rid of the walker. Okay, he doesn't know that he needs to change his diet, change his belief system. You know, the reality is there's no sickness anywhere when a person embraces unconditional love and care for themselves. Now, there's the truth. Everything else is BS. But guess what? You won't be able to embrace it because the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, J.P. Morgan, all these families that are one big family, you know, look at this. Here's a real crime right here. Okay? The science diet pedigree. This is nothing but Oreo cookies and chips. And you know what? And guess what? Veterinarians are not doctors. Okay? They got DR before their name. And guess what? You can think I'm a quack, but I am a real doctor, baby. A real doctor teaches you how to love and care for yourself from the moment you rise until you close your eyes. Okay? And let me tell you this much right now. The game isn't going to change. I want you to believe that nobody's coming to save you, whether it's invisible or whether it's physical. And I want you to say, I am my own savior. I am my own hero. I am my own Braveheart. I got this. Okay? And that's all we teach. And understand something. You could actually do this and get this, and you wouldn't have to pay anything from me. My whole library is free. Okay? My trainings are free. I'm bringing out an app that cost me $200,000 to make over the last 2.5 years. And 90% of that is free. And understand something, whether you like it or not, you are family to me. We were created by the same source creator. So whether you don't like my hair, my face, the way I talk, or, you know, whether that person there bothers you, or that person bothers you, or that one over there bothers you, well, guess what? This is just you feeding negative beliefs that you don't even know you have. And I will not be bothered by anyone. I will not be bothered by the psychoterrorists. I will not be bothered by people judging me. I will not judge them back. And that's it. And you need to get that. I don't care what you think of me. That is none of my business. My business is to love you. Because if I don't love you, then I don't become universal. I don't bring my vibration up. I don't move on to the next level. And you can believe anything you want. You can believe in Christianity, which I was raised a born-again Christian. You can be Catholic. You can be Judaism. You can believe in anything you want. There's 45,000 prominent religions. And guess what? None of those matter. Well, they matter to you. But it doesn't matter to me. You know what matters to me? How much you can love and care for yourself, because the amount that you can do that for yourself is the amount that you can do that for everybody else. Don't tell me that you love your family. You can't love your family more than you love you. And you will love your family only if they're loving you. And if they're not loving you and they're not doing the things that your subconscious belief systems are prominent and dominant in, then you hold back your love. And don't tell me you don't. So guess what? What if you had unconditional love and care for yourself? Then you would always give that. You would shine that light. You wouldn't be demanding that your daughter, your son, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your husband, your wife fills up your heart every day and tells you that, oh, you're amazing. I couldn't live without you. Really? Really? Is that how you want to live? limping on an emotional level until you limp on a physical level and have a cane, then a walker, then a wheelchair, and wear depends and end up in a nursing home or hospice, because hospice is just the next step after hospital. And I've never been in a hospital since I was young. You do know that, right? You do know I'll never have a disease, because I don't believe in the whole belief system of disease, but you do. I guarantee you do. You know a ton of people in your family that have diseases, but they don't have diseases. They have love messages that used to start off as a little, hi, do you think you could give me some attention and stop poisoning yourself on an emotional and physical level? Nope. So now the symptom goes to what? Oh, now I've got a condition. The condition goes to a disease. Now the disease is critical because your body can't take the abuse, the 50 trillion cells, the 500 trillion bacteria. So you can get it or not get it. I don't really care. I don't believe anything that this idiot's saying, this Dr. Wolf, who's a quack or whatever. You know, the reality is 1 and 1 are 2. I'm totally logical. And guess what? Let me tell you something. I've had the best of the best come up against me. I've had my own government try to destroy me 3 times. Okay? Make up a bunch of bullshit. The last one, excuse my language, the last one, they said that I killed 3 people. Well, why am I walking the streets? And guess what? And every time I go to the States, all right, I say I'm coming. That's where I'll be. Because they can't come and get me. Because guess what? You can't hurt people with what I do. Okay? You can't hurt people. And guess what? Hurt people hurt people. And you better know that right now. And understand something. You know, I'm not asking you that I should be your practitioner or I should be your teacher. You should be your own teacher. You should be your own practitioner. And that's the deal. Okay? And I teach that go into my library and also download pdgfree.com, my guide. I hope you know that take a practitioner that's been in business for 45 years, and let's say I'm as dumb as a stump, I must have learned something, and I have taken the best of the best that I've learned from, and trust me, it didn't come from any school. And I put that into a 550-page manual that you can download for free that'll blow your mind. I said blow your mind. And we're opening up a link, and it's going to be for testimonials, because I want to create testimonials on all the things that I do for free. Okay, do you get that? Because I need people to be free. I need people to be free, and you'll never be free unless you have no judgment with yourself. No judgment. And that means that I don't care what you've done in the past, you cannot be judging yourself and let everybody else judge you, and they can stick that stick up their butt as far as they want. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your children, or anybody else, but nobody is allowed to judge me, and if they want to be, they're not going to hang out with me. Because guess what? If I hurt someone, I'm going to apologize, even if I didn't even know how I did it. But the reality is this, if you don't want to honor, love, and respect yourself, I can't do nothing for you. And this is why I tell people to come and take my whole life coach course. And oh, I knew the pitch was coming. Oh my God, he's after the money now. Come take my whole life coach course, and it's an 8-day course. And if I haven't rocked your world in the first 3 days, I'll give all your money back, and you can keep everything we gave you. And that's the same thing with Wolf Non-Surgical course. It's the most powerful training in the world. And guess what? I hope you know this. A 12-year-old could understand this, and a 12-year-old could learn Wolf Non-Surgical, and they would rock. Not any, but most of the massage therapists, chiropractors, physiotherapists, acupuncturists. I don't care what body workers out there. I'm telling you, I could teach a 12-year-old to go and fix things that these guys can't, because it's always been a scar tissue issue. And if you know how to pull that fibers apart to allow the light back in, the circulation back in, instantaneously, you're back, baby. You know the difference? You want to know something? You want to know? And this is not picking on her. You see this? Malnutrition and scar tissue. That's all it is. In her hip, she's got enough scar tissue on, and guess which one? The right hip. On the right hip, she's got scar tissue and calcification, and we can reverse that. She wouldn't have that cane. Now, she's also dehydrated, all right? So these are the things that we teach you about. And hydration is when you drink structured water, and check out our Beyond Ormus minerals, okay? And I'm coming out with something that's going to blow your mind. It's going to create more hydrogen, and it's going to create 10,000 frequencies in your water, and more light than in your water than anything else. And it's not expensive. I will not do things that are expensive. You know, Kangen water does something a little bit, but not like this. And that thing's $4,000. Seriously? People can't afford that. So I'm going to be coming out with that in 2 weeks. So just sit tight, and I've been waiting for this, and it knew that, so it came to me. So now I want you to get this, okay? I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart. There is your mantra. Get yourself a hairband, put that around your wrist, and give it a gentle little snap every time that somebody judges you or you judge yourself, or that you feel your vibration coming down, or you're going to move back into your addictions, similar to hydrogen water. Well, it creates hydrogen. It creates hydrogen, but I just told you it's got 10,000 frequencies. It's got the frequency of the sun in there. It's got 10,000 healing frequencies. That's the deal. You are a light energy frequency person. Look at now. Don't get me wrong. Okay, everybody has a different frequency, and frequencies like him, her, all of these people have different frequencies, and their frequencies are created by their personality, and it's not their personality. They're everybody's personality in this area here. I guarantee you there's not one person that even knows what unconditional self-love and self-care is. And guess what? If they even did it, they believe they're going to go to hell because they're so selfish. And meanwhile, that is the main law. Okay, there's only one law, one love, and that's unconditional love on this planet. You better get it. And if you don't want to get it, then you're going to get it. Let me tell you something. Let's find out if there's any authority that takes me down. They've already tried. I am not challenging them. I'm trying to tell you, they're not after me. It would take too much work. They're after the low-hanging fruit. You know, they're after the low-hanging fruit. That would be, are you ready for this? 92% of the population. Okay? And remember something. I'm not kidding. This is going to be a walk in the park for them. I mean, you can't hardly find anybody. I can just turn my phone on anytime. I'm not picking on anyone, but everybody's got a 3-month pregnancy belly going on. Or, you know, and people aren't 10 pounds overweight. People are, the average now is 40 pounds. 40 pounds. But guess what? Guess what? I'm the one that looks skinny and gaunt, right? But I will tell you, see these circles here? I work for these, okay? We just opened up the retreat, and we got people coming down, and I just got the most biggest, beautiful place that I'm going to live in, and it's right in the middle of the jungle. And I already talked about it earlier. I'm going to have 2 beehives. I'm going to have a food forest abundance built by Jim Gale in front, and then in the back I'm going to have all my garden veggies and sprouts and everything grown. And then I've got a pool there. I'm finishing off a pickleball court that someone started. Okay, I've got a 30 by 40 video studio. You know, for me, that's like the kid getting the toy at Christmas time. Because when the app comes out, the Braveheart Nation app, which will be out in 2 months, I'm going to have, okay, mark my words, in 2 years, I will have 60 to 100 shows where people will come on for 10 minutes every week. And then they'll sell master classes inexpensively so that you can master your emotions, your mental, your physical, your nutritional, your everything. Understand, I built this app for you, and I'm not coming for your money, honey. I'm not coming for your money. I don't need your money. I don't have addictions, and I don't have big spending. Everything I do is around my passion and purpose. You know what? What if you believe my BS, where all I want to do is see if I can show at least 1 billion people how to smile? What if that was my goal? Okay? What if that wasn't just an ad that Coke gives you life or Daryl wants you to smile bullshit? Excuse my language. I need you to smile, and I need you to wear that slight smile all day long, because that's your defense system. You do that, you'll breathe properly, you'll think properly, you'll bring your vibration up, you'll adjust your pH, okay? You'll stop dumping adrenaline and cortisol, and you'll definitely never be depressed. People that are depressed have to really work on it. That's a lot of work. Being depressed is one of the hardest jobs in your life. And when people say to you, you know what, I've really learned through my suffering, I call BS. Who in the heck says that? Who says that? Of course you learned through your suffering, but you could have learned through unconditional love and care for yourself too. And that's the deal. I call BS. I'm definitely not your practitioner. If you want to come to me and tell me about all the people that hurt you in your life, and to tell me about all the symptoms you have, which are not symptoms. No, no, no. No, no, because it'll blow me up. And then I'll go. Yeah. I don't want to blow myself up anymore. I have unconditional love for myself. So, you know, if I pick this up, it doesn't make it. I won't even pick it up. It won't get into my hand. Okay? This won't get into my hand. Okay? It won't get into my hand. All right? None of this is going to get into my hand. Okay? None of it. None of this stuff. It won't happen. Okay? What's going to get into your hand? What's going to get into your head today? Okay? All right? What's going to get into your head today? What's already in your head today? I'll tell you what's in your head. Just watch the way you react to people. Watch how when somebody does something in your family, how long you stay pissed off for. That's only a belief. You decided that it's going to be 5 minutes or it's going to be a bloody hour. Okay? You decided that it's going to go an hour or it's going to go a day. You decided that it's going to go a week or it's going to go a month. Nobody else decided that. But you didn't know that you decided on a subconscious level, not on a conscious level. And do you know why you decided to do that? Because your mommy and daddy did it. Because your brother and sister did it. And your personality was never even created by you unless you have unconditional love and care for yourself and everyone else. That doesn't mean you hang around with people that vibe lower than you. You don't. And if they're family members, you hang out with them long enough and strong enough to the point that you know you got to get out of Dodge, man, because they're bringing you down. And then you're going to go back to where? You're going to, oh, look at this. Okay, so that is tuna? Oh, Dorado. Okay. So, you know, the reality is this. I can come into a whole place and do a lecture for thousands of people, and I'll hold my vibration and hold my light. I can go and do a course for people that are suicidal, and trust me, you'd be surprised how many are, or that are totally depressed or hate their life, and it won't affect my vibration. But I'm not going to allow people into my home and my house and into my personal space unless they're vibrating at my level or higher. And it's not like I kick my kids out. You know, when you can talk to anybody who knows me, I don't get depressed. And if I roar, and then I go gently back under the tree like a lion. I don't go roar, 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 pissed off, roar, roar, roar. Oh, I hate you. Oh, how long does it take for you to get over stuff? How long does it take you to become back to be to heart-centered? That's the deal. How long does it take for you to become heart-centered? And understand something. You know how long it takes? It takes as long as you hate yourselves. I don't hate myself. Oh, really? Really? Then why would anybody go out on the weekend and drink enough alcohol that they have a hangover, which means that they have brain cell death? Or why would you go and eat all that sugar, that flour? Why would you go and overeat? Okay? And then you're going to say, well, it's not like I do it on purpose, Daryl. That's right. And now you got to become purposeful. Now you've got to learn to get into the present moment. That's why I said get a hairband or get our Braveheart Love Band, put it around your wrist, and just gently snap that. That's a kiss, 30 times an hour, and make that a goal. And every time you do that, that's kissing you. And the Love Band that you can purchase from us, we give them free in every order. Yeah, they're free in every. It's called Braveheart 321. You got this. Anyways, that's a kiss, and it's going to be snug as a hug, but not too tight on your wrist. You're snapping yourself back to the present because you are the present. You can't be the present to gift the world unless you're in the present moment. And guess what? Just know this. Most of your family's never going to heal. They're going to need drugs. So you know what? If Big Pharma never came along, which means the Rockefellers for North America, and started creating prescription drugs with petroleum, and if they never did that back in the early 1900s, okay, we wouldn't have all of this going on. And trust me, no corporation loves you. These families don't love you. And the government will never do anything for you. They'll pretend to do something for you, but they'll always fail at it because there's a government inside of a government. And the reality is there's a toxic government inside your head. And the reality is you're going to be limited. Most of you are going to be limited with your possibilities and your imagination for the rest of your life because you turned your sandbox into a kitty litter. And that's it. I'm going to tell you, I'm already going to give you a money back guarantee. I'm going to be in Stuart, Florida in June. I'll be in Australia in July and August giving my courses, the Whole Life Coach, Wolf Non-Surgical, and we'll also be doing the pelvic restoration for women. And then I'll be back here in Ixtapa. And then guess what? By then the crap's going to be hitting the fan, baby, because of the right about then we're going to be seeing the U.S. dollar just plummeting like crazy, and a lot of people are going to be really shook over this. Are you emotionally stable? Are you emotionally stable? What does it take for you, okay, to be thrown off? What does it take for you to be thrown off course? What does it take? Not much for most, because we have been learned to react and attack, and mainly ourselves, but anybody else that's around us is going to get it. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to share it with everybody. I'll share it with him. I'll share it with him. I'll share it with everyone. I will share my bad mood with anybody I go around, and you know why? Because vibration is everything, and we are emitting a vibration out from ourselves all the time. Look, there's going to be things that are going to blow up in my face, but basically, my life rocks. And basically, I love planet Earth. It's a fun-filled, life-threatening adventure. And guess what? I'm Tarzan swinging through the trees. And I'm not going to tell you that the odd time I bang into a tree, okay, or a coconut falls on my head. But the reality is a long time ago, like 25 years ago, I cracked my coconut so I could drink the juice of self-love and self-care. If you want to come and do a retreat with us, go to DOD, that stands for Dr. Detox, 5star.com, and take a look at our personal treatment and trainings, from our juice fasting experience to our advanced water fasting experience to the couples training to the you can come with your caretaker, you can come as a group, you can come as a family. Understand, we will create whatever you want. You could come to our retreat and just get therapy and go on the Celsonic, go on the cardio med bed, swim in the saltwater structured pool. You know what? Just enjoy yourself. How about that? Let's see today if you can enjoy being with you. And let's see if you can enjoy being with you so much, okay? So much that it doesn't matter what anybody else does. They're not going to mess with your vibration, because your vibration is everything. You came as electrical, magnetic, light energy being. Plug into it. I want to thank you for joining me. I got to go get my juice and go back and then get my car, because they just washed it from the inside out. And then later maybe I'll come on and I'll show you a little bit of the treatment and training where people stay in Ixtapa, Mexico. All right? And understand this. I mean nobody any harm, because I don't mean myself harm anymore. And the people that are harming other people, okay, killing other people, poisoning other people, yeah, those are just beliefs. Don't hate them. Don't hate them. Don't hate them. Let's see if you can have... I don't hate anything. I swear to God, I'm not making this up, okay? Because as soon as I hate something, I turn on my adrenaline, my cortisol, and it ruins my vibration. And listen to me. It's all about good vibrations. Why don't you ask the Beach Boys? Oh, and talking about beach, I'm going to get lots of BS this afternoon. I'll probably be there at sunset. So I'm going to take you to a beautiful place to watch the sunset today, okay? Do you want to come with me? All right. It'll be around 6:30 Central Standard Time, okay? I'll see you at sunset.